Hello. Today is Friday, October 30th, and this is another episode of Friday 5 at 5 with Denver Public Library. My name is Lainey. I'm a librarian at DPL's downtown central location, and in 15 minutes or less, we'll have you up to speed on 5 new titles we can't wait for you to read or listen to. Introducing Social Distancing, a small online publication of art, writing, and other creative works by the Denver community that reflects our lives in the time of COVID-19. We at DPL believe there is power in taking a moment to meditate on the weight of the times in which we find ourselves, and that creative expression helps us stay connected to ourselves and to each other. View our second issue out now and learn how to submit to issue 3, which will likewise showcase work from you, the DPL community, at the link below. And now on to this month's fittingly spooky lineup. Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth is our first title today. Print book coming soon, ebook and e-audio available on Overdrive. Danforth is the author of the acclaimed YA novel-turned-film, The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and Plain Bad Heroines, a sapphic, highbrow horror comedy campus novel featuring moody black and white drawings by regular New Yorker contributor Sarah Lotman, is her much-anticipated debut on the adult scene. It's 1902 at the New England Brookhants School for Girls, and friends Flo and Clara are so taken with writer Mary McLean and her fictional characters that they establish a club, the Plain Bad Heroine Society, in her honor. A troubling rash of sudden deaths on Brookhants grounds, however, including those of both Flo and Clara, eventually lead to the School for Girls' closure, and more than 100 years later, a book and movie uncovering its queer feminist history. But past events begin to bleed onto the set, threatening lesbian it girl Harper Harper and former child star Audrey Wells, the modern Hollywood heroines playing Flo and Clara. Dark, devious, and full of laughs. Pick this one up if you enjoyed Lee Bardugo's Ninth House or Sarah Gailey's Magic for Liars. At number 2, we have The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow, on Overdrive in ebook and e-audio formats, print book coming soon, CD audio on order. Could there be a better title to help kick off this Friday's 5 at 5? I don't think so. The Once and Future Witches covers both the Halloween season and the election season. There used to be witches, but plagues and purges arrived, along with fire, and now the witches are gone. Little charms endure, passed down through the generations, but these are worn down to nursery rhymes and old memories at this point. Now, in 1893, women look for power at the ballot box, and the New Salem Women's Association seeks suffragists to support their cause. On the spring equinox, the long-separated Eastwood sisters, James Juniper, Agnes Amaranth, and Beatrice Belladonna, all feel the energy that arrives in their city and begin to use their positions in the women's movement to reclaim real magic. But there is a shadowy sickness in New Salem, and the sisters will need to form alliances throughout the city, discover lost witchcraft, and set down the pain of their childhood before a dark power destroys the movement and their lives. The world building here is richly detailed, enchanting, and inclusive, honoring the harsher history of civil rights and resistance. For fans of Eleanor Brown, Naomi Novik, and Deborah Harkness. Meet the author via free webcast with fantasy legend Terry Brooks during the virtual Kentucky Book Festival on November 14th. Details at the link below. At number 3, we have Ring Shout by P. Jelly Clark, on Overdrive as an ebook and audiobook, print book coming soon. Ring Shout follows a gang of resistance fighters in 1922 Georgia, a historical setting a little more grounded in reality than some of Clark's previous works, yet just as richly evoked. Of course, the departure from history that makes this fantasy, with hints of cosmic horror, is that the Klan are not just a human evil, but a gateway for another evil from outside our reality. This otherworldly evil is what our hunters, a war vet with a penchant for explosives, a sharpshooting prodigy, and the wielder of a mystic sword, hunt, rather than the human clan members themselves. Helping them are a diverse cast, including a Gullah magic woman, a Choctaw scientist, a Jewish Marxist, and a slick Creole juke joint owner. Ring Shout, along with being a perfectly constructed novel, is a plea to relinquish hate. For fans of Lovecraft Country and Silvia Moreno Garcia's Mexican Gothic. Get to know Clark a bit better through a recent interview with Nerd Daily at the link below. Next, we have Tiny Nightmares, Very Short Tales of Horror, edited by Lincoln Mitchell and Nagzeli Nieto. Print book coming soon, ebook on Overdrive. In this playful, spine-tingling collection, leading literary and horror writers spin unforgettably chilling tales in only a few pages. Tiny Nightmares brings to life broken-hearted vampires, Uber-taking serial killers, mind-reading witches, and monsters of all imagining, as well as stories that tackle the horrors of our modern world, from global warming and racism to social media addiction and online radicalization. Writers such as Samantha Hunt, Brian Evanson, Jack Jemk, Stephen Graham Jones, Kevin Brockmeyer, and Ryan Amilcar Scott expand our understanding of horror fiction with inventive and blood-curdling new tales. We suggest reading with the hall light on and the bedroom door open just a crack. Brought to you by the twisted minds behind Tiny Crimes, very short tales of mystery and murder. At number 5 this time, The Butterfly Effect, How Kendrick Lamar Ignited the Soul of Black America by Marcus J. Moore. Print book coming soon, ebook format on Overdrive. Okay, so we're obviously digressing a bit from the Halloween theme here, but this is a title that fans have been waiting for. Worth the exception. Kendrick Lamar has been described as the poet laureate of hip-hop. Perceptive, philosophical, unapologetic, fearless, and an innovative storyteller, whose body of work has been compared to James Joyce's and James Baldwin's. He is a visionary who will go down in history as one of the most important artists of all time. Now, for the first time, fans get a peek into Lamar's life story. Told by way of the artist's 3 albums, The Butterfly Effect offers unparalleled insight into his background, influences, and the importance of his music. With exclusive interviews with his family, friends, and record producers, readers will learn more about Lamar than what makes the headlines. If you enjoyed the autobiography of Gucci Mane or Rick Ross's Hurricanes, this one's for you. Catch up with author Marcus J. Moore on the Greatest Music of All Time podcast on YouTube. Link below. Plus, in case you missed it, check out We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Berry. Available on Overdrive as an ebook and the audiobook. Print book also available. You don't have to love the 80s, field hockey, or witchcraft to love We Ride Upon Sticks by Quan Berry, but, it certainly wouldn't hurt. This delicious coming-of-age story tells the tale of the Danvers High School girls field hockey team and the challenge of turning their losing record upside down to win the state championship. Among the team members are Abby Putnam, the goody-goody direct descendant of one of Salem's most vocal witchcraft announcers, and co-captain Jen Fiorenza, her superstitious foil, whose big blonde 80s bangs have supernatural powers all their own. When the team dabbles with incantations, a Ouija board, and invocations of the past, Emilio, a notebook crowned by a portrait of actor/dreamboat Emilio Estevez, is born. The girls enact a series of pranks, recording each one in all its malevolent glory in Emilio's pages, and find that their evil deeds translate to success on the field. As the team racks up win after win, the Falcons learn more about each other's secrets and themselves. Hilarious, touching, and completely satisfying. Part Heathers, part Stranger Things, and part Hocus Pocus. This one's for fans of Veronica Roth's Chosen Ones and the Paper Girls comics. And that's it for October. Thanks for tuning in to Denver Public Library's Friday 5 at 5. Check out or place a hold on these titles and a whole lot more right now at denverlibrary.org/downloads. Link below. And be sure to tune in next month for a whole new batch of recommended reads.